What's up, man? It's AaroniMoses. And I'm making this video because I want you guys to know there's no such thing as money, bro. It's not that it's not important. It's not that it's... Money is motherfucking paper, bro. If you want to say currency, the reason that they call it... Like, break down the word, bro. Currency. Literally a current and what you can collect. Your currency comes in many forms. There's millions of forms of currency. And if you want to be a millionaire, bro, you have to learn that the cash is just a representation of what you need to put inside yourself and get inside yourself. Bro, you could be a millionaire and not have ever seen a dollar that you ever fucking made. What does that mean to me? Of course, the number one way for you to obtain these things and to maintain your life is through the maintenance of relationships. You know, if you want to take the 12 signs and fucking apply that to your life, you can do that. I can tell you that if you have 10 fucking friends and 5 of them are millionaires and the other 5 of them are on their way to be fucking millionaires, you're never going to be broke for the rest of your life. My cousin told me when I was in Arizona, what he said was, I don't have to get a job for the rest of my life. I know my family will take care of me. They will feed me. They will clothe me. They will give me shelter. They might not fuck with me. They might not like it, but they will do it. That's a millionaire right there, bro. I mean, if you want to be a bum in that sense, and be a millionaire in that way, shit, bro, you're still a fucking millionaire. I don't fucking encourage that. I encourage you to take what you have, multiply that shit by 10, put it out, make a lot of people's lives fucking better than that, and convince them, a million fucking people, that you have something that's worth something and you should be compensated for your efforts. There's no such thing as money unless you got none. See, if you want to go, you talk to any fucking millionaire, what they're going to tell you is, I don't have $1 million, bro. This isn't even my fucking money. This belongs to the people who believed in my product. This belongs to the people who believed in my service. I'm going to give all this shit back one day. Either it's going to be out of my grave or it's going to be on top of my grave. So, you saying there's no such thing as money unless you got none, that's not true. When you have money, what that is it's those who give power to the dollar, giving you permission to do whatever the fuck you want within reason. If you have fucking $2 million, you could go kill somebody right now, pay somebody $1 million to get you out the jam. That's not... It's nothing, bro. It's nothing. Money doesn't come from money. You could say, okay, well, the only reason I'm broke is because every time I get $1,000, I don't know how to properly make my money work for me. It's not what... If you want to take it in a literal sense, money's not going to get you more money if it's in a non-spiritual way. You got to fucking work with the people. You have to use your ability to communicate and to socially manipulate to be able to make that fucking money do some shit. If you have a fucking slave, if you have a slave or two, that doesn't automatically mean that you're rich. Money is literally your slaves. The $1 has the same power as $1 million. If you give somebody $1 million who doesn't know shit about money and how to make it flip, that's the same thing as them being broke. If you watch a video about, it's called, I think Broke Millionaires or something like that. I made that when Liz was like, I made that 2 Marches ago. I made that the March before my son was born, so in March of 2016. So if that's true, you give me $1 million, You give me $1,000, I'm gonna bring that back. If you give somebody who has no idea how to fucking use money $1,000,000, it doesn't matter if they have $1,000,000 or $1. It's all about the knowledge that you obtain. It's all about your ability to socially manipulate and use what you already have. $1,000,000 should not mean anything to anybody if they don't know how to fucking use it. They might as well have a quarter in their pocket. You might as well give them a stick of gum or a pack of cigarettes and say, look, go sell this pack of cigarettes and bring me back $20. And they say, what? This pack of cigarettes only costs $10.70. How am I supposed to bring you $20 from a pack of cigarettes? It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't fucking matter. If you die and you leave your son fucking a restaurant, if that person doesn't know how to fucking use his resources, it doesn't matter. That's my point. You gotta have something inside you already to be able to manage this shit. You gotta have the knowledge, the power, the love, the self-love, the relationships to be able to take advantage of it. And you can do that with no money. And I watched this guy on YouTube called Sinful the P. And basically, I didn't get this from him. Well, I'm gonna rethink what I'm about to say. So basically what he said is, a pimp's job is to take a prostitute and teach her game. The only way that a prostitute can become a hoe, which is a prostitute with a pimp is a whore, a hoe. The only way for that to happen is for a hoe to pay a choosing fee, which is basically we'll call that a membership fucking contribution. You know, you got to pay Netflix $7, however the fuck much it costs. You have to pay initially before you can start watching Netflix, before you have unlimited access to these movies. All right? And the more that you pay for Netflix, the more that you pay Netflix, the more time, the more movies you have access to. And that is how he explained the role of a pimp. The role of a pimp is not to beat a bitch's ass and make sure that her bills are paid. The role of a pimp, the reason that a prostitute pays a pimp every day is because she learns more game every day. It's because he's teaching her uncommon commons more every day. She's more intelligent. She's more equipped to handle specific situations. And I'm not endorsing the game of pimping at all. I don't know everything about it. I don't know shit about it but what he presented in that video. But that's basically what I'm saying. That's basically almost every interaction when it comes to money and business. You go to a job and you pay these taxes to the U.S. government because they're giving you more and more opportunity and knowledges and specific lifestyle choices every day that you can make based on their services that they're offering you. Now, a manager in that slave trade can sell it to you like that, and they're making it about the employee and less about the fact that, hey, you're not really paying me. It's more about the customer. The customer's right. Why are you worried about me? Why you gotta make sure I stay in line if I'm making sure that the customer is being serviced? That's the kind of mentality you have to have. The only reason that McDonald's is still fucking in business and still successful, still considered a Fortune 500 company, I think actually, I shouldn't have said that, I don't know. But the only reason that Walmart and McDonald's are successful is not because they made fucking money. It's because they know how to appeal to the masses. They know how to build and maintain certain relationships. You think Walmart gives a fuck about money? You think Burger King and McDonald's give a fuck about money? Everything they built themselves on is fucking what's the word I'm looking for? It's surrounded in them building and maintaining specific relationships. If you watch a video that I made 2+ years ago, it was called God Money. And basically what I was talking about and God Money was this same concept, but I was drunk as shit and I was probably a little high and fucking sleep deprived and shit like that. But basically what I was saying is celebrities, they don't, when they get big enough, they don't deal with cash. They don't trade fucking cash. They trade attention. They trade people. If Kanye West calls Jay-Z right now, like, yo, I saw that fucking Snapchat you had with that yacht. You bought that with the big pimpin' check. I want that. And he says, all right, look, so what I'm gonna do is, I want you to trade me 100,000 fans for this yacht in this specific demographic. I want you to make it so after I get this yacht, 100,000 of your fans ends up spending this much amount of money on me in the next 3 years. Now, if that's exactly how that conversation goes or not, the concept is still the same. You don't ever really pay anybody. What you're doing is you're trading them attention and you're trading them permission. You're giving them a specific amount of energy in order for them to have the ability to build more relationships with more people in different fields and different demographics, or within the same field and the same demographic, but with more bodies attached to it. So when I say money means nothing, there's no such thing as money. It's literally all about the relationships that you build. It's really all about the image and the potential that people sense from you. Like I forgot what the fuck video it was, where I was like, people don't pay for products and services. They pay for conversations and experiences. That is the only two things that you can fucking offer anyone. Conversations, conversation starters, and experiences. That's why these ignorant ass videos that I make, I don't want your money. I want you to go to work, go to school, go to a family reunion, and start conversations about my videos. Somebody says something about weed, and you're like, well, there's the guy on YouTube who actually talks about selling drugs, and they're like, what? Are you fucking serious? It's a nigga on YouTube talking about selling drugs. That's what I want. I don't want your fucking money. I don't need your monetary fucking help. I need you to keep your money the fuck away from me. I need you to send me free love and talk about my shit. I need you to feel fucking good when you watch these videos. I need you to be feeling something that is altering to your fucking brain. If you think about everything people do is for you to fucking talk about them. They don't give a fuck about your money. Everything you do is for people to be talking about them, or for you to feel inspired, to feel anything extreme. So when you're done feeling that, you go and do something else and you miss that sensation, or you wonder about what other sensations that they could deliver to you. That's what it's all about. You're not gonna get anywhere if you don't know how to do this. That's what those degrees are. We're gonna give you not the whole spectrum of being a fucking computer technician. We're gonna give you a degree of this information. We're gonna give you a piece of it. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go outside in the world, and you're gonna make people have conversations about you, and you're gonna make people feel fucking good about interacting with you. So when they come back to you, they're gonna feel the same thing. Or they're gonna have conversations about what you did for them, and then you're gonna gain more power. Power doesn't come from fucking money. Power comes from you being able to make motherfuckers talk about you. That's what it's all about. So when people talk about Chicago right now, and they say, oh, nobody in Chicago wants money. Everybody wants clout. Everybody wants an image. Everybody wants to be immortalized. That's because they're starting to wake up a little bit, but they're using their ability to influence in the wrong way and for the wrong fucking thing. If everybody in Chicago wanted to be the best comedian, everybody in Chicago, just like back in the day, like they used to, man, we didn't shoot. You go back 10 years later, man, we didn't shoot, we fought. Go back even further, we didn't fight, we used to dance. We didn't dance, we used to freestyle and joan on each other in the 60s and 70s. If you watch fucking Good Times or anything around that, they used to, joan on each other and basically get on each other and fucking talk about each other. That's what people fucking want. They want to be recognized for their ability to fucking alter people's minds. That's much more powerful than money. Because if you can make people feel things and constantly, you know what? This nigga keeps popping up in my head, bro. I'm gonna get my homeboy a call. I'm gonna shoot him an email. I'm gonna shoot him a text. And then you have a conversation with this guy, and now you feel inclined to make this guy's life an upgraded version of itself. That comes from power. I would rather have the ability for people to feel inclined to upgrade my life than $1 million any fucking day. Talent, skills, trades are the ultimate way for you to get people to upgrade your life. Money is not going to upgrade your life, bro. Money's not going to do that. Just like I watched the Pimp C interview, and he was talking about his jewels. And he was like, these are just tools to get the bitches. These are just tools to get the attention, the conversation, the energy of women. And he was saying that the shit doesn't really matter to him, but it's just something that makes his life a little bit easier. It's something that saves him a little bit of time. But the thing that made Pimp C was Pimp C. Pimp C was not a millionaire. He didn't grow his money because he had money. He grew his money because he was Pimp C. He got out of jail and made $250,000 in fucking 2 weeks. Because he did, 75 features at 17.5 is what he said. What else did he say? Niggas with the same shit. Cars, clothes, jewelry. If they didn't have any of that, they wouldn't be able to get bitches and they would fuck around and kill themselves. Think about that. If I give you $1 million and I take it away in 3 days after you fucking hooked your shit up and got your mom out the hood and did whatever the fuck you needed to do, I took it away, and you don't know how to use that $1 million properly, are you gonna kill yourself? Or are you gonna be the same fucking person and not even worry about it because you know you have the opportunity and the power to influence enough people to be able to get all that shit for free? With money, when you have money, you gotta spend it. You gotta sacrifice something. Something that is something that you could or could not get back based on your personality, based on your skill set, based on your knowledge and your wisdom and your understanding, your sense of self-love. And if you have specific skill sets and confidence levels, that shit doesn't faze you. Just like a compliment. You can say, AaroniMoses, you know what you just said, that song was dope as fuck. Or, you look handsome today. That shit should not faze me. A compliment should not fucking make you feel different about yourself. Is that paying you? Is that putting food on your plate? Is that something that's gonna really upgrade your life? If so, you're focusing on the wrong thing. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not like I'm fucking up there. You tell me a song was dope, I'm gonna be like, I know, nigga. I'm the truth. I shouldn't react like that. Especially if you're not trying to trade me something for my efforts. But whatever the case is, man, stop letting these people, yes, money makes it so you don't have to always duplicate and replicate and upgrade your skill set and confidence. That's something that money takes away the need to do. So me saying that it doesn't exist at all, it's very real. Just like when people say the only race that there is the human race. Actually, the human race is not a real thing. Humans are a species, and races are separated by the amount of melanin in your fucking and your organs and your bones. Race is real, and it determines how much you fucking succeed in life, depending on if you pay attention to it and if you make other motherfuckers pay attention to it. But again, we have this word attention. Attention is what? Focus. What is another word for focus? Meditate. The ability to make motherfuckers meditate on you is what determines your success in life, not fucking money. Give a homeless man $1 million and see what the fuck happens. Take that shit away in 5 days. Is he gonna kill himself? Or is he gonna say, you know what, that shit really didn't change my life at all because I know that I could get it again. I just, I hit a slump in my life and I just didn't feel like fucking work. I just didn't feel like fucking this or, whatever the fuck. We need to get to a point where, no, being broke is not okay. It's not. It's not. But taking the L and having $1 in your pocket and having $1 million should feel the same. First of all, that's one of the ultimate ways to get fucking money. Realizing that even you're watching my videos, why? Maybe because you think you want some money. You want the experiences. You want to have fucking interesting conversations. You want to be able to do certain things without feeling negativity around you. Can money do that for you? If so, why? Can it not do it for you? If so, why not? That's the message. Does power come from money? Unnatural power comes from money. Is money the embodiment of your efforts? No. Is it really? Is money really the embodiment of your efforts? Some shit with fucking hella Illuminati codes and dead motherfuckers that owns your relatives. Is that really the embodiment of your efforts? Is that what you want? If the answer is yes, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, what are you gonna do with it? Just like Young Jeezy said. You got $1 million. What you gonna do with it? Are you gonna use that $1 million to trade the world, power? Or are you gonna buy some dumb shit? Or are you gonna feel like nothing bad can happen to me now because it's all good? It's complicated, but it's not at the same time. Are you gonna feel the same about your life if J-Lo sucked your dick every day when you didn't even know this bitch and now she wants to break up with you and get back with P. Diddy? That's the goal. That's the goal. If Jay-Z right now gave away all his money, his life would be exactly the same. Because this nigga is still fucking Jay-Z. He can still walk down the street in Brooklyn, let somebody get in his studio free, go on his fucking Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, website, ask, hey, who wants to promote the new Jay-Z album? I'll tell everybody you're the shit. Jay-Z can do whatever the fuck he wants free. He doesn't need however the fuck much money he has. None of these motherfuckers do. Because they don't see it. Kodak Black, he's straight. Enough people have conversations and feel good about Kodak Black where he doesn't need a goddamn thing. If he gave away all his money right now, he'll be okay. He wouldn't just survive, he would be thriving. He would be getting the same exact experiences in conversations about him in life if he wasn't flashing his money and throwing his shit around. And I don't know if he does that because I don't follow dude. The goal of money, the goal of this social media shit should be for you, if you think you like money that motherfucking much, is to get so much of it that if you gave it all away, you wouldn't notice a fucking difference. Aaron Moses only has 1 million followers. So, as far as me being taken care of, J-Lo sucking my dick every day, that's not something that I can foresee happening tomorrow. I can't put my son up for adoption and sell all of my belongings, sell my boat, sell my cars, and be in the same position. Because there's not enough conversation, there's not enough meditation, and there's not enough attention on me yet. Everybody says, oh, fuck fame, fuck fame. And I don't really agree with that. Because what are you gonna buy with money that's gonna make sure you don't ever need it ever again? What are you gonna use your money for and give it all away and not have to fucking pay attention to this shit and make sure that you'll be taken care of? That's what my goal is. What am I gonna do with my time and my energy to make sure I don't even need money? I wanna pass that step. I wanna go past that. So anyways, man, it's Aaron motherfucking Moses. I feel like I said the same shit 4 times in a row for like the past 10 minutes. I want to make sure you got it, man. I want to make sure you walk away with that gem. The relationships, the currents, the sea and the current are within. The sea and the current is not about, think about it, don't even use the word money. Say currency, say funds, trust. Trust in your inner current and your inner sea, and you will make it. Not only will you make it and survive, you will thrive. If you want to use money strategically to make sure that you can get what you want and never have to see another fucking dollar for the rest of your life, and I'm not talking about plastic, I'm not talking about some kind of fucking MasterCard ring that they're gonna come out with and all you have to do is fucking swipe the ring under the fucking scanner and it draws money from a fucking account overseas. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about waking up in the morning and knowing that you don't have any bank accounts because you're an intelligent person. Fuck banks. Waking up knowing that you don't have any credit cards. Fuck credit cards. Waking up in the morning knowing that you don't have any safes or vaults or golds or diamonds. Because you killed it in life so much. Anything that you see, just like the Jews, anything that you see is yours. Everything that you put your feet on top of is the promised land. The Jews got it right. They know what the fuck they're doing. They control the media for the most part, from what I understand. The Indians in America are the most financially successful group, ethnic group in America, I believe, is what I was told. Doctors, lawyers, people who all they have to do is open their mouths and people give them whatever the fuck they want. All they have to do is make an incision here, sew it up, wash my hands. And that's how they survive. That's how they thrive. Because they have the proper knowledges. They have the proper agenda. They don't touch money. They don't touch anything like that. Their skills are their bread. The small amount of a degree of a science that you're given, that paper, that's the paper that you need. Those certifications, those qualifications, those modifications that you make to yourself, those upgrades that you make to yourself. Not in a degree, entirely. That's it, man. It's AaroniMoses. Take this, put it in your heart, will it into existence. And if you have to use money, if money's a part of your strategy, salute to you. Money's a part of my strategy too. Because there's not a lot of righteous people out there that fuck with me. That's gonna pay their debt. But that's fine. A lot of people are in debt to me. And I don't want them to be, but that's just how it is. Because the debt is the whip. And the nigga is the slave. I don't want people to be my niggas. I want you to be my friend. Alright? So AaroniMoses, We The Bang TV, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, email, website, Facebook are the easiest, most effective, best ways to get in contact with me. I'm the Bang, you the Bang, we the Bang TV. Be good to the bang will be good to you. I promise that. Be good to the game will be good to you. I promise that. Be good to the universe, the gods, God, Allah, whatever you believe in. If you act with integrity, if you act righteously and make sure not to obtain any debts, and you keep yourself away from slavery and the idea of trading people time for money to get more of it, not fucking people out of stuff, not obtaining debts, being righteous, being a good character, being a trustworthy, upstanding, law-abiding citizen, the game will be good to you. You'll be taken care of. And the last piece of information that I want to give you is the only way to be good is to know what good means. The only way to be a law-abiding citizen in America is to know the law. If you don't know the law states, in America, if you don't know the law, you're no better than a criminal committing that law. So I want you to think about that. Alright? Peace.